Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and anyone currently thinking to themselves, what should I play on the Switch today? To be honest, I'm thinking about that myself. I might come up with a conclusion by the time I've finished recording this video. Today, ladies and gents, I'm going to be trying to adapt 3 Nintendo IPs into tactics RPGs. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about tactics RPGs, think of games like Final Fantasy Tactics, XCOM, Banner Saga, anything along those lines, where the idea is that you have a tactical map with a scenario occurring with you and your allies versus your enemy. It's kind of like a glorified game of chess. You have your pieces, the enemy has their pieces, and you gotta defeat them before they defeat you. Maybe there's permadeath, maybe it's chaos, maybe that's Maybelline, I'm not too sure. But I'm going to do my best to adapt 3 more franchises into tactics RPGs, because quite frankly, we've got quite a few coming out, such as Triangle Saga, Metal Slug Tactics, that have really gotten me hyped and inspired to make a video like this. So let's go. Number 1, Star Fox. I think it's about time we had a new Star Fox game, and we actually had something a little bit different to spice things up with Star Fox. Because I don't know about you guys, Star Fox Zero was a massive letdown for me. And I just don't want a remake or reimagining of the original Star Fox again. Gone are the days where we get things like Star Fox Adventures or even Star Fox Assault. I want to try and make a true sequel to the Star Fox canon whilst mixing things up. So why not make Star Fox Tactics? So picture this, your starting team will consist of Fox, Falco, Slippy, and Crystal from Star Fox Adventures. Your fight will start off on Corneria, and whilst you're on Corneria, you will be doing a lot of ground-based battles, maybe even jumping into some ground-based vehicles to help you out. Then, as the storyline progresses, you can choose what planets you want to travel to, and whilst you're traveling to those planets, you can possibly go into space battles as well, going into your fighters and battling into the stars. But then over time, you get different characters come into your squad and join you. These can consist of legacy characters from the other Star Fox games, some of which we haven't even seen in years, such as Miyu and Faye from Star Fox 2, Tricky from Star Fox Adventures, Cat Monroe from the original Star Fox 64. Why not have it possible to have James McCloud, Fox's dad, join your squad? That would be freaking awesome. Your enemies can consist of all the different enemies we've thought of throughout the Star Fox legacy, even throw in Star Wolf, because of course you got to throw my boy Wolf in there somewhere, and the whole story could be leading up to a brand new faction trying to resurrect the big bad himself, Andross, which I know we don't want to really keep it too close to the original, but if you bring back Andross in a tactics sense, you've got to mix up how Andross actually plays, and I'd be interested to see that. Number 2, Kirby. Now you may be thinking, how the hell am I going to plan to turn Kirby into a tactics RPG? This is how. Kinda sport this on TikTok, by the way. Follow me on TikTok for some more really fun short form videos. Picture the scene. Kirby is going to face off against King DDD once again because he's simply up to no good. And then as they are about to tumble, oh no, mysterious enemy from space comes down to attack Kirby and King DDD, wrecking the kingdom around them. They make a truce and team up together to take on the alien threat. It is simply a tactics game featuring 2 players, perfect as well for co-op opportunities. And how you progress through the game and how you learn new abilities is simple. On the battle map, you have you as the playable characters with DD and Kirby, you have the enemies, and you also have the 3rd miscellaneous enemies that will just consist of all the fun beasties and creatures from the Kirby universe. And how DDD and Kirby get their new abilities is simple. Absorb the miscellaneous guys, turn into their appropriate forms, and start beating face. And the more they use those forms, the more you're able to level them up, learn more abilities, or even evolve them, and even unlock them to become a permanent starting option for your next encounter. An interesting way of turning Kirby into a tactics RPG while still keeping the charm and comedic factors of Kirby at that. And finally, number 3, a little bit of a push, but I want to try and do a tactics game based on F-Zero. Now, we're begging for a new F-Zero game. I know we are. I'm desperately longing for a new F-Zero on the Switch. But what if you had an F-Zero tactics game instead? We've all seen Captain Falcon beat the living crap out of people in Smash with his legendary Falco Punch! But we need to see that expressed in other means. So why don't we have a tactics RPG where you could be running around with Captain Falco and some of the other racers, beating down on street level thugs before big races, and then when you are in the middle of a heated race, having a tactics battle in mid-race with fast speeding cars dashing past you, being a part of combat, assisting you in combat. It could be insane, and that's what F-Zero is all about. Fast-paced, insane gameplay that you just cannot put down and you want more of again and again and again. And plus, F-Zero is full of all these colourful characters, and you have a chance to really express what these characters are all about. Give them some unique movesets, give their ships even unique abilities if you're doing ship-based race combat. Some can spin, some can flip, some can shoot, some can do other crazy stuff. I don't know. Think of F-Zero Tactics as a way to fully express your imagination for F-Zero and make it as bonkers and downright cool as humanly possible. Plus, it also should give people the chance to reenact that one part from the F-Zero anime. The Falco punch so powerful, it literally caused a singularity in space. It was a thing of beauty. Check it out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are 3 Nintendo IPs that I can see transformed into tactics RPGs. But are there any games that you can also see pictured as tactics games? Be them Nintendo, Sony, Xbox, indie titles, whatever titles you can even think of. Heck, maybe even franchises that aren't even directly catered to video games. Let me know your ideas in the comment section. Go into as much or as little detail as you wish, because I could do a follow-up video going into those ideas and see what we can flesh out. And whilst you're down there in the comments, consider subscribing, liking, all that fun jazz, sharing the video with your friends, and hitting that notification bell and the subscription button so that you don't miss out on any more explosive content. In the description, you'll also find all the links to all my social media channels, as well as the Twitch channel, where you can tune in to any and all of my live streaming fun times, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. With all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. I'll see you next time for another video, so in the meantime, stay safe, stay awesome, but most importantly, stay explosive. See you then, folks.